Okay. Excellent. Oh, I sure hope this works. Okay, so what just came to mind though was, God, what game was it where you could like pay $1 to like keep your draft running?
Oh, that was Eternal, my Drew.
No. Like it was a. That wasn't Eternal. That was like skulls, apples.
Oh,
Oh Lord, you mean Chore of Omens?
yeah.
That's it.
Like,
It's
Yeah.
technically called War of Omens, but the game was such a chore that I think of it
Because
that
like
way.
I swear, like you could like keep your draft running or something like that in that game.
Okay, so the way it worked in draft anyway, that like draft was kind of a tilted format because you could pick from any faction and they interacted in weird ways, and you had like bustedly powerful extra cards that you could get, and all of your coins were powerful. The coins,
Coins.
the very unit of everything. Yeah, like you got power coins too. But after you completed your run, you could pay a fee to start over with the same deck and replace like one card from it or something.
Oh,
So
okay.
you could actually like gradually create the perfect deck if you were willing to spend enough on it.
Goodness.
Oh yeah, that can't be exploited, I'm sure.
No, that seems reasonable.
what did Eternal do that was like that? I really remember Eternal like letting you go in for round 2.
I know. Like,
Oh no. That was the like draft against the bots thing. Like you never played against a real player in
I know, but you could
that.
still like go in for round 2 if you like spent Zenny or whatever.
Well, yeah, but I mean, who cares? It's against some like AI pre-con decks, so
Yeah.
it's not that
Okay.
bad.
I thought it
Yeah,
was
that
just
was
the
the
draft format that you could
yeah
do
no.
that.
That was that introductory thing that Eternal has, where it's like you pick one card out of 3, and then
Forge, I think's the name of that.
yeah, forge. You forge your skills at playing the game and evaluating cards.
Forge was the Popper's way of get wave beam early, huh?
That's the start.
What?
So I'm playing.
Wait.
This is a randomizer.
Yeah.
And this
What
is
is-
the like.
Is this the speedrun one?
Yeah, this is the most recent like speed randomizer.
Are there are there going to be bricks to let you get out of Pink Brinstar?
Well, I think I can just do.
Well, if it's on speedrun mode, it should.
So I think the other item I can grab is right here. Yeah. Okay.
And it's Morph Ball, yeah. That's fairly kosher.
Okay.
Man, you're
Nice
so
bug
good at
hike.
you're so good at bug hike. I'm so garbage at it.
Also, nice.
Nice. I'm better at the other bug hike where
Oh.
you and burgers. I'm at the
Well
better
now.
bug hike where you use a gamer,
Mm-hmm.
but it's slower.
I could go
I'm
up.
probably garbage at every Super Metroid technique by this point. I have not practiced, not
I've
kept
seen,
up.
I've seen you fight Ridley without dying, which I basically can't do. So at least there's that.
I watched a 30-minute video of you escaping Dragon's house.
Oh, oh god. There was when we hacked the Gibson doing suitless Meridia. Oh man, that
Oh
was
my god!
something.
Didn't we discover later that I could have like skipped all that?
Maybe.
Like if I had just been willing to like fall down one of the sand pits, there would have been gravity suit or something.
Maybe, but even that's like miserable.
Well, I mean, it's miserable to get in. I guess if you're willing to save state, then it's way less miserable, but I never do. I never save state in any of these. I've taken to okay, I'm gonna dial that back a little. If by any of these we're also including like Aria of Sorrow stuff, I don't mind hitting the rewind key on that shit. I've been through those fights enough by this point. I might stop doing that at some point, but lately I've been really sloppy and I just want to keep the momentum going, you know?
That's fair. So yeah, we just sort of went right in on this. It's a randomizer. Hi everybody. Kaz is here. Gnome's here.
I'm here.
Yeah, I just like earlier today. I'm just like, God, I don't know if I want to do like cards or something. I was like, no, I actually really want to do a randomizer.
Randomizer.
More ammunition. It's going to be important for keeping us out of jail.
Yep.
Yeah, let's. I think we need one more power bomb pack if we want to go all the way through the zone.
So I'm going to raise my hand here because I do have a question.
Yes.
Yeah. So with this flavor of the randomizer, are there nothings?
No. So this randomizer has like rules though that govern where items can be.
Okay.
Specifically, there are. So I will end up with a lot of ammunition.
Understood.
But the bigger thing is that like the randomization of items has like major and minor category.
So easy to get items are more likely to be like missile pack, and then items in relevant locations are more likely to be like movement abilities.
Yeah.
Okay. There's probably also some fanciness to gravity suit, I would guess.
Yes, that is a factor in this one as well, is fanciness with gravity.
Oh boy, we can do this because we have bomb.
Yeah, we have enough ammo. Trying to think.
So like this this is a minor item because it was missile pack, so.
Right.
But yeah. I thought about it, I was like, I could do like the speedrunner one with all the nothings, or like the hard mode, but then I was just like, you know what? I just want to like blitz through this, you know?
Yeah, there are times when you just want to have a thrill ride. I really like the nothings overall because it means I always get a powerful fight against Ridley. It's like, okay, if you found them all, then you have your like 10 super missiles.
Even in that one, you can have like 20 super missiles for Ridley. It just sometimes you have 5. It's that kind of deal.
Yeah.
We have wave beam early in Steampunk Bob.
Yeah.
That's hard.
So wave beam means that there's a door in There's a door before Pink Bryn Star and Fuzzy Bryn Star
It
that
should be
has.
free also. It's free.
Yeah,
Okay.
You don't have bomb.
Were you
bomb.
worried that you were going to have to fight the Silver Chorizo?
Oh no, I was trying
Was
to
that the hesitation?
I was trying to set up the trick and then make it sound like I did a really cool thing.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah.
Like,
For a minute.
It's on the PAL version. I did the trick, you know. It's
we
frame
did the trick.
perfect.
I mean, because for a split second there, it looked to me as if you were intentionally not running toward the thing so that you could look at it before you collected it. So in case it was bomb, you could prep yourself for the inevitable fight to come. Which-
letting the violence be known to your heart.
You know what? It's
Are you
We're
gonna
gonna-
practice this?
Practice Alcatraz.
yeah, let's give it a little bit. It's been a while.
Yeah, I am super terrible at this.
So,
I eventually got okay at it.
Weird, because like I'm good at I'm good at wall jumping. I'm just bad at Alcatraz.
yeah, because you just need to get up the little pipe and.
Yeah. Honestly, I might start doing these on my Super Nintendo.
Ooh.
Figure out how I can do that. I'll have to get a
flash card.
different. Yeah, I'll have to get a different flash cart than the one I have. I swear, you watch any given like actual speedrun of this, and they're just like zip zip zip.
Yeah, it's free, right?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
you spend a couple thousand hours attuning your body to
That's
some
true. It's
movements.
true.
Yeah.
That's the part that we don't get to. Well, okay, we do get to see that if we choose to, but I
Yeah.
do not watch people drill.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of things I
Heck,
can
I don't
do
even watch
that are-
myself drill. My eyes kind of glaze over.
No. I think I
think-
need 15 actually for Gauntlet.
Yeah, you need 11, but you can't get 11, so you need 15. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Because I was just thinking like, oh, I could go do Gauntlet, but like,
You can't go to the right because that's a super missile door.
yeah. Let's just head down the normal.
We have super missiles though.
Oh yeah, I thought we had missile. We can.
Yeah,
we
we
can go.
have supers.
Oh, then we can
And
go right and
the,
down.
the bottom blocks are not speed blocks; they're regular bomb blocks. So you can burst those with supers and just
Yeah, and then like
go
down
to
to
the
the crabs.
Yeah.
So we could go that
Again,
way
you have
if
supers.
we.
So yeah,
wanted.
I mean, you basically have that way open.
Yeah, but
I
there's
guess
still
if
a
you don't
reason-
want to do like, if you don't want to like present yourself with crabs and shit, then like, yeah, it's understandable.
Yeah, if you don't want to
You know.
do the normal, if you want to get space
Okay.
jump, then you go to the left.
Go here and get space jump.
Okay, so we wanted to blitz through this one, right?
All right.
Now prepare to find no suits.
Yeah.
Bob is your mother's brother.
Oh, we have waves, so we can kill these guys.
Yeah. Haha. Early space. That's... I can't even think of a run where I've had something like early space.
I've definitely had
I can
them
only think
before.
of runs where I've had very, very late space.
I've definitely had early space before.
It's like, yeah, proves you don't need this, and then you can have it.
Right.
They typically like last in like at least in Nothing's Randomizer. If you find space early, it's like your run's going to be less than an hour if everything else goes okay.
Alright, let's,
Are you prepared? You can't actually get trapped here because you have super burger bombs.
yeah. I didn't
That
drop.
looked late. Yeah.
Yeah.
This trick I'm actually pretty okay at. I'm terrible at the opposite direction one. Up.
I have to remember it.
I have very clear memories of like everyone practicing this at MagFest at some point. Where although speaking of, I've finally talked someone into going to Shrekfest next year. It's happening.
Oh boy.
We're going to Shrekfest.
You mean Shrekfest 2019 or Shrekfest 2020?
2020.
Oh, I could
2019
probably
is
make
all,
2020.
2019 is like in a month. So
Well, yeah, but I mean, how hard is it? Oh, okay, whatever.
oh, it's just Madison. So
I mean, understandable. It's just the last time I tried to coordinate like travel schedules, like everything is very easy for me. I can just go places, but apparently that's not a common thing. So
yeah.
Yeah.
like I didn't think anything of it. I'm just like, oh yeah, I'll just rise up and leave.
And then we went to
Whatever, I mean-
Shrekfest.
Anyway, but yeah, okay. So I can totally see you at Shrekfest 2020.
Alright.
I'll have to
I
create
don't know.
my Shrek-themed cosplay.
All I know is I bought a shirt that said "piss" on it that was green for the distinct purpose of going to Shrekfest tonight.
That's kind of a cosplay also.
It's a shirt that says "piss."
That's green.
Although a Shrek mono would be pretty good. They're going down here to
Yeah.
give Finkles a break.
Well, I just
We can also do this.
realized this. Well, so the thing with me and Mockball is that I'm horrible at it until I like just randomly get it to work.
It might actually go better if you turn space off for it, but I don't know if
Yeah, you
space might be the kind of
it'll-
thing that doesn't want to turn back on after you turn it off.
Oh shoot, I forgot about that. So yeah,
we'll
we'd
fi-
have to get everything.
we'll find
I
a
thought they
safe spot.
fixed that though. That's the kind of thing they tend to like.
I'd believe that, but there's only one way to find out, and it is to deliver yourself bereft of space. Or risk that.
Well,
You can lay down a save state if it's that scary. I mean.
here I will lay down a
Oh, that's a way to
A saving
saving
our
state.
state. Yeah.
All right,
Man.
my state has been saved.
Ain't it messed up when old games don't refill your health when you? Okay, they fixed it. When your old games don't refill your health when you save.
They were balanced in different ways.
Yeah, but modern games just like give you
Yeah.
the feeling that.
And honestly, well, this is kind of a complicated question and attitude I've been cultivating over the last year or so, and so I might save my thoughts for later. But I really miss when video games made you explore and exacted a cost for exploration, like Super Metroid does. Like, yeah, you can save in that save point with 20 health remaining. You can do it.
And doing so might lock you in an area until you make further progress. What's our item?
Right.
Missile.
So I don't know if you know this, Jens, but you have space jump.
It is technically faster to,
Okay,
to go
okay.
up a wall.
Just making
wall
sure.
jump.
Yeah, plus wall jumping's fun.
Thank you.
I just say I've forgotten myself.
Yeah, you gotta call them as he sees them.
I mean, perhaps I am projecting my own weakness onto you. If so, I apologize. You know,
we all have different. Again, like mock ball is one of my things that I'm just dreadful at. Whereas like wall
I think
jumping,
if you were able to like range shadow combine all of our skill sets, you might have like one halfway decent runner on your hands.
all right. Well, let's just go pick up charge beam first.
We could actually go get wave beam. What's in that wave beam door? I don't remember.
Reserve. God, I don't actually remember what.
Yeah, there's.
Yeah, I never go there, so it's like.
What? I go there all the time. It's a great room. It's one of those rooms where if you have supers, you can tricky do it to not require wave, and so that's kind of a.
Yeah.
It's a skill.
Since we have both of those.
I am actually quite happy with an E-tank because the room we're talking about has big hoppers.
Yeah, big hopper. Actually, no, this shouldn't be the speedrunny tournament mode one because they left the item fanfare in.
Oh, like I mean, so there's a tournament mode on this, like that's just called tournament, and then that one is what like turns that off. I think normal is just like the game randomized.
Okay. I was about to ask if you're doing this, and then you began the process of doing it. So.
Nope. Okay, I'm firing too early. Come on.
All right. Well, noble attempts.
Oh no. Is it worth turning ice off?
Right?
Oh, jeez. So, good job getting rid of your supers. Welcome to hell!
Who needs them?
Might want to unlock that door
Yeah, you can do it
before you do this.
Good
Yeah.
call, yeah.
Yeah, 'cause then
There's
you have to
another
fight the
room
boys
there,
again.
and yeah, it is unpleasant to have to fight the boys again. Man, hoppers are such a nonsense enemy.
Yeah, they're.
Still remember the freaking.
Oh!
Whoa!
My God! This is
Never mind.
This run is defined by some real weird shit.
Yeah, but we're gonna be the search for suits. That's all, and some E-tanks. That's all we need.
We're DPSing this mode,
Right.
okay? Like I'm usually a tank when I do these. I end up with like a pea shooter and like some suits and a little bit of ammunition.
This is just.
No, all DPS. Now we don't have to turn off ice like you were saying.
Yeah, because
Great.
no, they'll still die. They'll still freeze in the first hit, right?
Yes, but if you... Oh, no, we don't have charge. So
Yeah.
the beam isn't long enough. But yeah, if you have charge, then the beam is long enough that it, like, the first hit freezes and it continues through the monster and does a second hit.
Yeah.
Obviously, what we just need to do is find grapple so that we can do the truly correct way to farm tubemen.
I'm looking for like 3 supers so I don't lock myself in anywhere.
Yeah, and we can come back and do this later, maybe.
Might honestly be okay to just continue on down.
Yeah.
Because
there's
the little cacti
Yeah.
tend to drop supers pretty good.
Ooh,
I think
yeah,
I think I did
favorite
need 2 though for the 2 doors.
Wow.
Because there's
we
this
go.
one and then there's the next one at the bottom I think is still
Yeah, there are cacti beyond it, though.
What's in the
So you should be
tube? Place
good.
your bets. Missile pack.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Okay, can't double choose. I'll go with supers.
I'll take
Okay.
I'll take power bomb.
Hey!
Hell yes!
You win a Cupid doll.
Hell yes!
I like the very slow Reveal.
You see like the corner of it. It's like it's some kind of pod.
Da-da-da-da.
It's a power up of some sort.
Okay, so now I don't actually need to worry about. I'll still take them. I'm still gonna.
Oh, I see. They did that to not lock you in. It's nice.
You can practice your mock ball here if you really want to.
So, I still love, like, I did a stream years ago that was like Super Metroid design, talking about the design of Super Metroid. And in this room, basically at random, I pulled off a mock ball for the first time ever.
Yeah, I remember that. It's like you were explaining how that bridge is designed to make sure you know about the B button, and then you do a mock ball on accident. Now this ascent is one I've done a lot. One of the first hard trick I did in Super Metroid was getting up here without ice.
And here we've got,
And then here we just have ice.
I mean, and
getting
also
out-
space jump.
And also space jump. Because wall jumping out of that hole is really hard. At least it was for me.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, to get the right angle on it, you have to start from the right place. So it's a little more involved than your basic wall jump, and that makes it
Yeah.
more sophisticated.
Plus, you don't have supers. There's the footballs are around.
Yep. Speaking of supers.
Yeah, speaking of, the game knows. The game just wants to make sure you're comfortable, feeling acclimated.
Yeah. All right. I like that climb though. Like there's a little like on the left wall. There's like a little kind of dead plant that tells me where to do a jump from. Oh my god.
We
Nice.
actually do this. Yeah, we never do this.
All right.
What a generous seed.
Yeah, we just told it we want to blitz. Show me how to
True.
blitz.
Look again. This is the
Okay,
DPS.
gravity suit. No.
This is
No.
the DPS seed.
Yeah, DPS.
Okay, we're not getting suits.
You're
Fine.
in your league, Samus.
So, like,
Not getting energy, not getting suits. Oh, we're not getting energy. Oh.
yeah.
Ahem. I guess we have a reserve.
Yeah, we have one E tank and a reserve, so we basically
a
have
thrill
two
tank.
tanks.
Yeah. I don't have charge beams, so actually going to fight bosses is a bit of an annoyance, right? Like,
Yeah,
I
like,
could
I don't
go,
think
I could go do Fantoon right now, but like,
Oh,
Fantoon's
he'd be fine. Like, Plasma makes that a lot friendlier.
does he take damage from uncharged shots?
no,
He does not.
Yeah, so
but it makes the like little.
You can shoot through all of the bolts, you know?
true
The little
enough.
fires.
Yeah.
Eat him.
All right. I think I can do X-ray though. I've got space jump.
Base jump. Don't get grabbed by the ghoulies.
Eh, they're fine.
Alright, he dies from power bomb, so. These stupid things that destroy the game's perfect design.
Yeah, fucking lantern bugs.
Your ambiance at what cost?
Nope.
What are they doing in Lower Norfair anyway?
Maybe they go there to breed like Sam
No.
do. To sleep. Pretends to dream.
Oh, these,
Powered spikes.
60 damage spikes, you say?
Yeah.
Well, now. E-Tank?
Yeah, I'm hoping for E-Tank back here now, actually.
Egg?
Grapple.
Oh, you could
Yeah, now you
can
can
Okay.
Behold.
And the next room back is training for using grapple.
Yeah, it's training for the grapple beam.
This is a little painful.
Yeah, saving the power bomb.
So,
Man, a not dice save.
Yeah. I'm not super happy about the little, like, elevating platforms that raise when you shoot them. I think that those could have been signposted a little better, and a lot of ROM hacks that I've seen have done it better, where they give them a little, like, shoot spot, and like a tube leads up to the thing that shifts.
Yeah, glowbugs have lots of health. Maybe they'll reduce the world to darkness and turn to... Okay, I guess not.
No, they're guaranteed power bomb if you're not at full power bomb.
They also drop a lot of big healths, but that's probably when you're full up
Yeah.
on bomb.
It's near. It's a near thing.
Yeah. Anyway, there is a health station below me, so like not actually gonna be a problem.
Yeah, if you pay the entry fee.
Okay, they did not... Did they remove the block that lets you get out of here without high jump, or...
Oh, let's check that. Because you're talking about the one block that like blocks you right over here.
Well, they like added a thing that lets you... Okay, they didn't change this.
No, it's
Used
still the
to,
same.
they like added a block right there to let you jump out without something.
Alright, well... We've got a bunch of stuff down here. We've got a crate I can go beat up.
Though you'll have to rely on the missiles, but Raid has lots of idiots for us to murder.
Where's Bomb?
That's a mean block.
Yeah.
Because it drops you right on top of a mean guy. Spring ball!
Yes, the solution to all of our problems.
Ah. The solution to one room. It makes it easier to collect one item.
One.
And I don't even think it's intended. At least not for me. So I'm thinking of the one hallway, or the
Yeah.
one corridor, the one,
Tall.
yeah, the tall room with all the crumble blocks.
Yep.
And Spring Ball just lets you hold A. You go to Meridia.
Could.
Okay, I see we are not going to Meridia.
I'm just gonna go beat up Kraid.
Yeah, kill him!
I've got the key.
It's a pain that we don't have charge, because then we could really prank Raid.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Die. Maybe we'll find it before him. There's no item you can get actually. is
There's
there?
one item I can get with power bomb,
Yeah, because you.
Yeah, because you have power bomb.
which I don't actually want to spend too many of, but that's fine. I have 7, so.
We literally have to spend some. So.
I think these guys are able to drop power bombs, but I don't know if they. Missile
Dang, it's a
repairs.
missile. Well, forget that.
Yeah, missile, the most common item. All right. Anyway, let's blitz this room.
You must die! One super missile.
All right.
Okay, time to get the quick kill. Then you don't have to worry about anything.
It's like missile hand, missile super.
I usually do it like one missile, then just supers into his mouth as he's opening. There's different setups.
I've never practiced this trick.
I did practice at it once, and then
Yeah.
got it a couple times, and then I stopped practicing. And I lost
Like,
the
he-
skill.
You have to shoot him in the eyes with the missile as the lag is.
So this is something this is the prank we wanted to pull. You
Yeah,
can-
and I'm pretty sure one plasma charge would just kill him because it hits him in multiple frames.
Whereas I think 3 supers will do it. No, 4 supers, because it's... Alright.
It's great. It's funny the kind of things that stick with you. Because 2 things that have stuck with me is a bomb. One time,
Hey, nice.
I don't even remember where, Pokey Captain said, "Fuck me in the deciduous tree." And that phrase has stuck with me for about a decade now, I think. And at one point, you called Kraid Ridley's lawyer. And that has also stuck with me. I don't even know why you
Wait.
said it. You just called Kraid. You said that Kraid was Ridley's attorney. And it was so funny to me. That, yeah, that's Ridley's attorney. That's why he's here.
Yeah, Kraid is an impressive boss, especially because, like, so the mini Kraid out front is actually there to trick you if you've played Metroid, you know?
Yeah, that's
Yeah, 'cause-
the classic Metroid fake out.
Because in Metroid, Kraid was just like a little guy.
And honestly, that fit into the hype around the console itself in the Super Nintendo. Like, everything about Super Nintendo games had to be somehow super, you know?
Bigger.
So
Mhm.
maybe it started out as some kind of dumb marketing gimmick insert, but they managed to make good on it. So we're pretty happy with Kraid.
Famicom.
Mhm.
Esquire.
Yeah, Kraid Esquire. That's why. Maybe he's not only Esquire, but also like a minor noble because he had a place named after him. Maybe that was his dad's duchy. Maybe he's the son of a viscount or a viscount. I love viscount. I love saying viscount because it sounds like viscous. That's the word.
Well, I like getting my Viscounts on a budget so you can have the discount Viscount.
Yeah. Oh.
I tried a thing and then, boring. Alright,
That's also a dangerous place to explore without saving.
yeah.
That is what we call hot room.
How you missed 61 Mario games? Yeah, I know. It's kind of impressive how they changed the series over such a long series of games. Alright, let's No escape.
I think he's dead. Judging from the angles here.
Let's find out.
Yeah. Beams go pretty fast.
But you must kill the gamer. You are not allowed.
Super.
So many supers.
I'll take a reserve.
Health is health, I suppose.
Yeah. Alright, so more supers ain't gonna hurt. Again, this run's all about firepower, so... Alright, what am I doing? Yeah. Have 4 reserves, 2 E-tanks, and all the firepower in the universe.
Oh no, it's the fruiter analysis from Cats. And here we see the beam. Down and to the left. Down and to the left.
So where do we want to go?
I mean, world's your oyster, right?
Yeah. I think
Let's be Fantoon.
Yeah, I think Red Ship is probably got like, because that's got like what, like 7 or 8 items just hanging around in Red Ship.
Yeah, we could also do Gauntlet, which will be very easy with being able to space out.
That's true, and that's 3 items.
Yeah, we might find something there to make. Like, if we can charge shot Fantoon, then great. If we can't, then we'll just blast him. He gets mad when you use supers on him, though.
Man, I don't have the charge to move past. We'll see. Well, like, honestly, I'm thinking about just going straight to Fantoon right now. Like, then do Gauntlet on the the lap back around.
Yeah,
you know?
go for it. Sounds like a good plan to me.
Oh yeah, this is the like tournament randomizer. It's not on tournament mode, so it doesn't have any of that thing, but it does have the different like telling you your maximum.
Yeah, using the UI space a little.
Instead of having to remember it or write it down on a piece of notebook paper that you have next to the game.
Which you should if you're playing this.
Which if you should have graph paper because you can't trust the game's map. You have to use your own intelligence to.
In ROM hacks, that's very true.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Although if you want that experience to be true, there are games I can recommend to you right now that will give you the option of having the game tell you to use graph paper for making that.
Back to Grimrock.
Yeah, both the Grimrock games have old school modes that remove the map function.
Ugh.
And you can find a compass item that will tell you which direction is north. It's to help your mapping needs.
Well, that's a key feature, at least within the game of Etrian Odyssey.
Yeah.
Not like you don't like need a graph paper for it, but.
Or you can be reasonable and just say, I will use map function. Thank you.
All right, let's see what's down here.
Suit. Oh.
Again, world's most common. That's.
Yeah. I guess I have to think of fancier places, and that's where we'll find a suit.
Right, because again, there are like item grade, you know.
This is actually an easy item to get to in a horrifying room if you stop to think about it. It's a spiky meat corridor with metal grates installed, in which flesh flowers filled with carnivorous arthropodic worms live in. That someone has hidden an item in the floor.
All right.
Needless to say, this video game was responsible for many of my nightmares as a child.
See, I
anything in Meridia.
This is legit the first game that freaked me out.
God, I don't even know what that was for me. It was probably something stupid that wasn't actually scary. I remember being young and seeing Rampage for the NES and seeing the monsters eat humans and being revulsed by it until I thought about it and then went, yeah, that's cool. It was gross, but then I liked it. And that explains my personality to this day.
Let's head down.
Although I never liked it when Kong ate humans because I didn't think a gorilla should eat meat. That was what I was worried about.
Alrighty.
Oh man, I played the shit out of Area 51.
Medibot missile. This is Medibot super missile.
Yeah, the super Medibot missile pack.
Yeah, I played the shit out of Area 51. We had it in our store as an arcade machine and also had it at home for PS1. It was a light gun game.
Alright. Wait, I have grapple. Whatever. Let's just max speed.
You have also better grapple.
Alright. Run, coward!
Oh man.
Hunger.
Sinistar is such a much better game when you don't actually know how to defeat Sinistar.
Oh yeah. Just like Phanto. Oh man, actually no, that was it. That was probably the first thing that scared me in a video game was Phanto.
Oh yeah, now that I think about it, that's
It's like, yeah, Mario 2 had some stuff in it. In general. But then Phanto shows up. Although, how did Phanto behave in Mario 2 exactly?
You touch the key and you are a dead man.
Yeah, I'm mostly familiar nowadays with Phanto from Mario ROM hacks, but his behavior is slightly different.
Alright, and I have normal bomb.
Normal bomb. Mario 3, the sun stages, yeah. The sun is fearful.
Okay, so... I've got plasma, so I've got a good answer to the fires.
Is Phantoon a space ghost?
I guess he would have to be. He's definitely a ghost.
Definitely a ghost in space.
In space.
actually don't know if
okay,
he's
sure, we did fly through space to land on a planet.
Yeah. Well, he's on a ship on a planet that does not have civilization on it. So the ship probably came from somewhere else.
Well, it is wrecked.
Yeah, it probably crash landed.
Yeah, we didn't build it wrecked. Or did we?
Or did the
Yeah.
Chozo did that? The Chozo were
Literally,
ruined builders.
technically, it is like a map. It's just a map in a video game, right? So it was built this way. They didn't like, design the stage by designing first a ship and then ruining it.
I mean, that would be like a pretty cool thing to do, though, right? Like design a map in a video game and then artificially design a disaster to happen to it to be what is actually in the game.
That's one of those like high concept ROM hacker kind of level thing. I feel like that would come from the world of indies before it comes from non-indies. I don't know what the opposite of an indie developer is. A developer? That sounds like pejorative almost. I don't like that. I'm trying to remove AAA from my lexicon. There's like, it doesn't mean anything anymore, and it's self-aggrandizing.
Where did we save last?
I'm pretty sure it was in the closest.
In save state 1.
Save state 1 might actually be before this.
I put save state 1 down in the middle of that fight.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Yeah.
But I didn't think to put it down until I had already taken my reserves in damage.
Maybe we'll put it in front of the eye door.
So that's what we're gonna do for the.
Ooh, I've got a Kaz.
What's that?
Major Studio. Yeah,
Major Studio
and then Major Studio. Although, because AAA like specifically means like EA, that kind of like, or Blizzard, like monolithic studios. And indie studio just means like
monolithic publishers, right? And typically when we say studio, we mean developers, which is a different kind of thing.
Right.
A developer will find a publisher, and then the publisher squeezes everything they can out of them. And
but then you have the weird cases.
Okay, I'm getting sidetracked a little bit. We were talking about wrecked ships.
Yeah.
And who would? So the idea of making a place and then so building the ruins rather than building your ruins from scratch, aging your ruins, right? That's we're talking about like artisanal ruins.
Oh yeah, we're going to do this. We're going to build an algorithm that we can apply to the constructions we make in the game that will naturalistically age it into ruins for us.
Okay.
So we take the map of Zebes and then let the machine live the fantasy.
Well, I mean, first we have to construct that map of Zebes using planet settings on Sim Earth.
Or Spore.
Right? Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
we're getting Spore in the house.
Right. And then, whatever ends up happening there, we throw that into cities' skylines so that we adjust and modify the terrain.
Wait, okay. Rather than city skylines, we throw it into Sim City on the SNES, and then in order to cause the ruins, we summon Bowser 3 times.
Ooh, you will regret this.
And that's how we get our ruins.
This is all just reminding me of Caves of Cud, which I need to play more. I was gifted it, but the developers tweet about it, and they've made some very good tweets.
I must insist. How is this reminding you of literally anything? We were coming up with the most cockamamie method of solving problems that don't exist.
That's because that's what that game does.
Oh, okay.
All of its culture and stuff is like procedurally generated, and the games are like, and the developers tweeted, every time someone buys the game, we put in another crab. So it's like.
I feel like that's not sustainable. I don't know for certain though. I don't know how this game operates.
Oh, it's a roguelike, heavy on the roguelike.
It's heavy on crabs.
How
does that stand up to the Berlin interpretation?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure the person who gifted it to me was maybe from around Berlin. Probably had been to Berlin.
All right. I keep forgetting that I haven't actually made that lengthy video that I keep thinking about making. because it's
Well-
hard to do things.
Is.
Well, all you have to know is that when I say roguelike, I mean a very specific thing. I don't just
Okay,
mean
that would
game
that
with
would probably be that would have a favorable rating under the Berlin interpretation.
because I played Rogue, damn it. I know what games are like it and what games aren't. You're getting spanked. Nice. Oh, no longer nice.
Yeah, this is a particularly risky
Yeah.
proposition without like mock or
Wait a minute.
mock spin.
What am I doing? I just fire straight up, right? Like,
If you time it correctly, yes, it will destroy all of the flames before they fan out.
I like how the game tries to allure you into farming health off the glowies when that is always, like, never profitable.
yep.
Yeah, they stick you in a tiny little cage for this fight.
Ah, okay. It's fine. It's gonna take a couple attempts for me to get my bearings back on it. We
Okay,
have the
one
we have the
small adjustment I want to recommend.
uh
When he appears and you're able to shoot him, hit him with one missile, back off, wait for him to come around, and then when he does come around, pump him with as many missiles as you can.
Okay.
So the first missile just sort of sets him to
Angry.
yeah.
Minesweeper's not a roguelike. Sorry, I guess Nice.
Yeah, that was almost it. Like he should retreat further away than that. I don't know what he was thinking, but
I'm just saying nice whenever I see 69 on the screen.
given how Fantoon does damage in increments, you're going to be seeing that quite a lot, I think.
Yeah, it's because we start at 99 and he does 30 or 60.
It's
I think
40.
he does 60. No.
Uh,
Sadly, we don't have charge beam, so we can't shine spark. Not shine spark, but crystal flash.
yeah.
Or just blast him with plasma. That would also be a thing you could do with charge beam.
Stop.
Ah,
Okay, but that plan is actually changing things significantly.
We're getting further in the fight.
Yeah. So it's funny. We're like the firepower, like, but we've run into the hard counter, as it were, where all of our weapons.
it's like we're playing like a agility rogue, and we are fighting the grapple boss with the grapple.
Well, we're fighting a construct or something that cannot be critically hit.
Although depending on what game you play, constructs can. I don't know. That's what they did in Pathfinder to try to make rogues not terrible half the time. Like, sure, you can just sneak attack the zombies in construct. You can just do it. You're not worthless in those situations anymore.
How often are you fighting constructs, though? I mean,
You fight undead a lot, and like
Really?
just not being able to sneak attack skeletons is pretty grody.
well, okay.
Although speaking of tabletop, oh no, the ball was still bouncing even though we were in
Yeah.
health mode.
Man, reserve tank activations are wild.
I should try to start restarting my campaign at some point because I'm going to be quitting my job soon
Okay.
and going back to college, which should give me net free time that I can use to maybe get something rolling again. But I did finally get to be I'm going to be a player in a game finally.
Oh, I thought you were going to say I'm going to be
A
a
plumber.
plumber.
I
So
thought
you're
plumber,
getting
too.
your
No,
certification.
I actually did toy with the idea of just getting a welding cert, but I didn't.
Yeah. All right.
That'd be good. TIG?
MIG and TIG if I did
MIG
it.
and TIG. Okay.
Yeah. But instead, I decided that my family really wanted me to get a bachelor's degree, so I'm just getting something in computer science.
Man, I really regret that when I worked in a warehouse, I did not get certified to drive a forklift.
They do that at my place of business too, but
I absolutely should have done that.
I'm not in the right category to do it.
Although, considering my current job, I probably technically am certified to operate a forklift by this point.
Gabelstapler.
you laugh, but I've also taken those classes in German, so yes.
I mean, that's fair. All right, so let's go. Well, let's grab the easy thing.
Missile.
Too easy.
But one of my friends wanted to run somebody made some group, I think actually, made a Final Fantasy based Pathfinder spin-off. And they wanted to try running it. And I asked, can I get in on that? They said sure. And then I saw there was a Blue Mage class, and like that's all I needed. I glommed onto that. So I'll be playing a Blue Mage, a Burmesian, aka a nasty rat from Final Fantasy IX. That game had Blue Mages in it, although the Blue Mage in that game was a weird genderless frog, and the Burmesian was a drinker.
Boots!
Nice boots.
Boots. I was kind of hoping for speed because, like, there's speed-locked items at the top of this area, so...
Yeah, there are speed-lock. Speed-lock is probably the name of a company.
Speed-locked.
Okay, you can... There's, like, one speed-locked item, and you can check what it is?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, okay.
Like, going in that, like, awful place that you should never go in that sort of, like... tricks you into thinking that you can go that direction, but you actually have to do this insane other thing where you get picked up by a Kozo statue.
Yep.
I tried to hit right-click paste, but instead hit right-click inspect.
I can't tell you how many times I've hit paste when I meant to hit copy, and I've been like, oh no, oh god.
I tend to make the mistake of hitting cut instead of copy more often than any of the other, like... So I'll make my copy and then realize that my source is gone. And I'm like,
it's more recoverable, I think.
Yeah, it's like Control X. That's what I also do the thing a lot where instead of just like hitting backspace or hitting delete when I want to delete something from a text form, I'll just hit Control A, Control X because it's really quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then,
I always get I get annoyed when Control A, Control X doesn't like work. Like there are some, in particular on web forms and stuff, they just don't let you do Control A, and I'm like, but why?
Okay, back to direction.
I knew which way I was going and then saved before going that way on purpose.
So I'm gonna be playing a Blue Mage and a rat.
Sure.
And I'm trying to talk the rest of the party into playing members of the cast of Friends. And because I came up with the idea, I get to be Rachel. What damage does? What did we touch? We were above the spikes.
You were above it, but the hit detection on that is kind of wacky, and Samus's body isn't actually where it appears to be all the time. So you just got crushed by the spikes from above them.
That was extremely good to like. Because, you know, I'm looking at my health, and it's like, yeah, we got an E-tank and a half, and then it's just like, you're dead from...
And that can only happen in water, by the way.
Of course.
Yeah, that is the thing about Blue Mages, is you have to learn spells from monsters. You get one spell per level from leveling up, and the rest you have to get from monsters. So, like, I start with 2 spells, and then... like the scholar character is starting with something like 10 because they have really high like stats.
Oh no!
What?
Hoist it again.
Hoist!
Okay, that's
you
what.
Need to stop turning around. That's the real issue there.
Yeah. All right. I made it. That was the intent of trying to go through there with that jump.
So, you know those like parts of TASes of this game where they like wiggle Samus back and forth and you just see her turn around a bunch? You just did a similar thing to that, except all it did was kill you.
So the reverse TAS.
Yeah. Oh, well, forgiven.
Wow!
Although we still need either Varia or more E-Tanks to beat the game. Also,
Sure.
we do need Charge Beam.
Also, I think that won't stick until I leave the room.
Yeah, well, you can pause and unpause, and it
Yep,
would
there
be...
you go.
Oh.
Spin jump, space also does it.
Oh, right, okay.
Oh.
I picked 2 spells, since nobody in the chat asks.
Okay.
One of them is called Fiddle, which
Where
makes
you
a
play
fiddle
violin.
noise.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, makes a fiddle noise. I think you learn it from a bug. That's a debuff. And then one called Congeal Water, which is like grease, only single targeted, and covers the target in slime and makes them slip and fall and also suffocate. So I'm playing a nasty, nasty rat that can't get disease, and I cover people in slime when I want to kill them.
All right.
And
That sounds pretty powerful.
And that's what Rachel from Friends does.
I mean, okay, I can't call you out because I haven't seen Friends. I'm only vaguely aware of it.
I have ancient memory lore from
No.
Friends.
The Friends lore. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I have
Is that
Friends
your
lore.
quest? Is that your character's lifelong quest? Is to learn all of the lore of Friends?
No, I think it's to have a disappointing relationship arc with Ross.
I mean, any relationship arc that requires several seasons of television is going to be disappointing, I think.
Yeah, that's just by
I mean, as far as what?
I'm trying to think. If you were like a Chakotay Janeway shipper, were you really angry or really happy most of the time?
I think if you like,
Open that door.
I think you were really happy most of the time, right up until the end, frankly.
yeah, because it was only the last 4 episodes that
Yeah, but
literally the 7 relationship even starts.
That was
oh
so
right,
out of
yeah.
nowhere.
It's literally
Yeah.
the last
Out of
4.
nowhere. Didn't you have the episode where he and Janeway are on the the homesteading planet because they have super disease?
Yeah.
Yeah, they had the super disease, and the monkey did make contact.
Yep.
The monkey does the fucking make contact pose at them, acknowledging their added superior beings. When I saw that after having played Bloodborne, I lost my mind. Seriously lost my
Make
mind.
contact. Oh my god.
But yeah, that's a really satisfying episode because they're common law space married at that point.
And they're just and you have Chakotay just being like, what if we can't cure the disease and we should just learn to be happy? And then Janeway may or may not remember her dog. I forget if that happens or not.
But yeah, the end of that episode is so melancholy of their whole experience because they can't show the crew that, so it's just them sitting at their consoles, business as usual.
Yep.
Where in any other episode, that individual little scene would have gone on too long, and you're like, why are they focused on them? That's a weird length of time for that shot. But in that particular one, it has all this weight to it, man. There's some good stuff in Voyager, you guys.
There were Bloodborne enemies in Voyager though. Species...
Oh, do you mean Species 8472?
Yeah, Species 8472 are basically kin, right?
Yeah.
We have
They weren't-
Spring Ball.
They weren't goofy enough.
They were pretty
Oh,
goofy,
okay.
though.
Well, okay. Well, they're sort of goofy in the one episode where you find the Federation training outpost that they're
Oh
running.
Lord.
Or
I felt like that was a mistake of an episode, but
Yeah. That was that was an episode of we have this set.
that's true.
Also,
Were they
thank you for the sub.
were they the same alien that I do not even remember these bricks here because I just always run through this.
Time to learn.
Charge
Frick.
Oh no!
required.
That's likely required to beat the game unless I have a lot of missiles.
Okay, but we have all of Norfair ahead of us if we want to find speed.
Yeah.
Wait, are we protected from heat?
Not in this one.
Oh, did they not make gravity suit also protect heat
They
in this?
they tried to balance the the biggest change in tournament randomizer is that like early gravity isn't you auto win.
I remember that. I like auto.
I wish I could express things more articulately than that, but I can't. That's just you came up with the perfect expression of the attitude that I have toward that particular change.
Everything else seems all right though. It's been a grip since I've seen this many missiles. This friend gamer, although no longer shares our palette. Are you trying to make contact?
Yes.
No, you're trying to weird me out. Stop pointing your firearm at that innocent creature, you weirdo.
That reminds me of how.
Give me anxiety over here.
Do you remember the super handshake in Metal Gear Solid 2? James?
I thought you were gonna say Predator, but yes.
It's the Konami code.
Yeah, yeah.
It reminds you of that revelation. The game Metal Gear Solid 2 for GameCube has a scene in which Solid. It was also on GameCube, wasn't it?
No, that's Twin Things.
I thought Metal Gear Solid 2 had a.
Okay, but when does Solid Snake fight the Predator?
Oh,
I don't remember that ever happening.
Actually, that happens in Metal Gear Solid 4.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, with the laughing octopus.
So I can at least get this item.
Nope, it wasn't on. I was wrong. Not even on GameCube. It was just the same engine as.
At the end of the game, there's a point where Otacon and Snake do this like super best friends forever, handshake.
And they do it, and it's the Konami. As close as the Konami code can be a handshake. I don't think they press select start at any point.
Hmm.
Oh.
Oh, well. There you have
it. Okay.
Easy.
Are we? Okay. Are we? I think we're very astute away from done.
We need 2 more E-tanks, I'm pretty
sure.
Oh,
survival E-tank. Well, we have reserves.
Yeah, but
not enough.
We need at least 1 more E-tank at all. And I think
for the thing that you need the energy for, reserves are actually worse than regular energy.
Yeah, because you take damage as you're refilling. So basically, yeah, we gotta find E-tanks, we gotta find Varia, and then we gotta go kill some things.
Alright, well, let's go pick up the most important, like, damage power-up for us. We are now at full power.
Yeah. You now have the killing energy in our arm.
We have 2 E-tanks.
With your max power emotes.
Yeah, we have 2 E-tanks, and we have, like, ice plasma wave charge.
Yeah. Don't forget Spring Ball.
Ooh, we got Spring Ball, too. That's pretty important.
Did they disable Murder Beam in this?
I believe... They might have disabled, space-time, not Murder Beam, though.
The cowards. I love space-time beam in randomizers.
For the infinites.
That should be a skill. Yes, for infinites.
I love, yeah.
What if I want more ammo? What if I want to collect more nothings in a single run? What if I want to throw off everyone's guesses about how much item percent I collect?
I hope you'll be guessed 169%.
Nice. I guess we could also... The other meaningful thing we could find would be Screw.
Screw, yeah, that helps out lower Nerf Arrow a lot. I could just go Meridia now, right? Like...
You could...
Since we're here, I feel like we should do the up left way.
Yes, that was part of the like intent of this route was...
Also, up right room with the ducks.
Yeah, I'll quick touch that one too.
Quick touch the ducks. New speed run. How quick can you touch the duck?
I'm thinking about people speedrunning Goose Game.
Well, that game has to be released before it can be speed ran.
True, but I still like to imagine it.
But you can theory craft anything.
You can. Indeed, you can. Yeah. Well, I know people who speedrun the unreleased prototype of Glover 2, so I guess anything's possible.
I probably actually shouldn't run into that room.
Yeah, there's
I was
ducks.
about to
Well.
run in and then do a jump, and then I remembered that spike on the ceiling right there.
I'm a little annoyed that the background of this particular room is all wiggly when it is not a hot room.
Yeah, it's not even got lava in it, it's just got acid.
Yeah,
Although
I
maybe
really feel
it's,
like
maybe it's aqueous solutions of acid vaporizing in the air.
I really don't care. I want the
Consistent.
visual determination of whether it is a hot room to match the visual of having the little wigglies. And they still get to show off the same amount of processing power or whatever
Yeah, we gotta have
with their super game.
our Super Nintendo Super game.
Alright, so this is actually... We gotta spend a bunch of these.
Oh, we can just bomb these. But
Yeah, try
we have-
convincing them of that at this point.
Hold on.
Yeah, we got burgers to spare. Plus it kills the grabbies. Fuck those guys, even the guy that's a helper. I have no love for you with your grabbing ways. I thought I killed those guys. Maybe not when they're frozen.
No, you have to. I think you have to like freeze and super them or something.
Oh no, you just super them.
That's a help.
Yeah, that is a help.
As you said, we need 2 more? 1 more?
I think we only need, finger quotes, 1 more, but if you can kill Mom Brain without, like, getting hit, then...
Yeah, I think 3, I think this is the, speedrunner approved amount of health.
Yeah. I can't do it without that. I can avoid
if we had the
most...
suit, that would be correct.
Right.
Yeah.
Which we don't. We don't have area.
Right.
Like, I can beat Mom without getting hit, but I can't break Mom out of the jar without getting hit. That little baby boy.
Alright, and we've got our best helper for this room.
One thing I can recommend for that particular task, that is to say, if we're talking about Mother Brain,
Mm-hmm.
when you get to the end, freeze some of the Rinkas, but do not, don't shoot them again.
Yeah.
Wow.
Supers!
Killing power.
You like supers?
So anyway, you have 3 frozen Rinkas around you, and they don't, while one Rinka is frozen, it won't make more of them from the same pod, so...
So the only
it
thing
becomes
left
a lot
is
less
the tiny
stressful.
turret, right?
Yeah, there's the little, acid shooting turret, or whatever the hell it's supposed to be.
The laser
We just
acid.
call things things. Nothing is actually anything in,
Yeah,
in a
it's
video
like-
game.
It's
You know?
this is back when things didn't tell you their names.
Oh.
You just had to name them what they
There is a
looked like.
manual.
There is, but the manual doesn't have everything, right?
No,
Oh,
not even
I'm-
close.
I think I'm gonna have to pull up the manual.
I'll do it.
Okay.
You just keep running. That's fine.
Kinda wish there was a better archive of... I like the manual a lot. It's got some...
Contents, page 2, the Metroid Menace. Page 6, using the controller. Page 8, playing the game. Oh wait, there we go. Page 27, the creatures of Zebes. Okay, creatures. Oh my god, there's this amazing map of the planet of Zebes.
Again, I think I might pull it up at the end of the stream, just as a little
Let's see.
final thing.
All right, what creature would you like to know about?
Can you tell me about the grabbers?
Searching. No, I cannot.
Can you tell me about Shacktool?
Oh man, he should totally be in here.
a super missile.
No.
That's what. Isn't that what that is normally?
Yeah.
No, that's. Yeah.
Somehow I cannot tell you about Shack Tool. I thought that's where the name came from.
I think I don't know.
It didn't come from the Super Nintendo manual, I can tell you that. So over 2 on the bestiary of this manual.
Can you tell me about these bugs?
Those bugs are called Rio. These creatures have sharp claws and can withstand several hits.
How about these ones? They're gone. Goodbye.
Those are armored scree.
Screen.
Scree.
Would it be easier for us to kill? No, we have so many Oh my god, we have 60 super missiles?
Oh my god. Oh, I want to see this Ridley fight.
No, we're going to go kill Spore Spawn with the beam.
I'm going to walk into Spore Spawn's house and charge a plasma beam.
We are going to render the animals dead via this action.
Okay, you're invincible, Carapace.
Spore Spawn is unimpressed with your mighty beam. Might actually have to turn off wave so that you get a smaller shot. Oh, never mind.
There we go. Dead.
One shot.
Yeah, thanks to Spore Spawn not understanding that it calculates the damage per frame.
Can you tell me about Spore Spawn?
I cannot. Wait, yes I can. Spore Spawn, the mini-boss of Brinstar. This creature was genetically engineered by the space pirates. Its weak point is its core, which is protected by the plant's hard shell.
Genetically engineered by the space pirates, huh?
That's what it says.
They love doing that shit.
Alright. I'll rip Spore Spawn.
Dead but not forgotten. By me, specifically.
We have your missile. Basically, you can think of every missile we get as a nothing. I think.
Wait, why is... Okay, there's chat again. Sorry. I got distracted by the manual, so...
That's...
Forgot that.
Where does the term manual come from, do you think? Is it just because you hold them in your hands? Or did they teach you how to do things with your hands?
I think manual was a... Yeah, it was a book that was handheld. Because they, original books were too large to just be carried around. They were big and important.
We can go to the water zone, right?
So manual was necessarily smaller.
Down and to the left there? I don't think we've been there yet.
Yeah, we can do that. Let me quick, I'll do that on the return, because I want to quick get, there's 3 items over here. Actually, not even 3 items over here. There's just the Castlevania 2 room.
CB2 room. We can do the room in the tower leading back to the surface to the right.
Yeah, I have enough health for that. Does the manual name the baby dragons?
Let's look at Dragon. Yes, they're called Evir.
Evir.
These creatures fire thorny bullets from their tails.
Not untrue.
Oh my god. Dragon, the boss of Meridia. You guys are gonna love this. The Dragon has an armor-like hard shell, which gives it a lot of defensive strength. The Dragon.
The Dragon.
Oh, so Dragon is like a title, not like...
Oh! And that's why they eat the Dragon.
Yeah, once in a year is eaten. When once in a year eats enough of the Fallen, it becomes the Dragon.
Becomes the Dragon.
The Dragon.
Okay, well, since you've defeated Fantoon, we can talk about Fantoon,
Alright.
the boss of the wrecked ship. The ghost of the ship taps into the viscous brain waves of the mother brain and attacks adventurers with deadly plasma.
Deadly rays!
Yeah, deadly plasma.
Oh, vicious. Sorry, not viscous brain waves.
That's a very
Two very
different.
Although I have said I like the word viscous earlier. That's why it was on mine. Which is why it was in your brainwaves.
Turn my brain waves viscous, I'll tell you that.
Alright, so let's go check this room here, and then we'll reverse course to the underwater room.
What does it say about gamers?
Let's bring up Gamer. There they are. First creatures page. Gamer. Gamers crawl on floors and walls.
That's all they get?
That's it.
I mean,
I guess that's all they are.
It is a humble creature, the gamer.
Truth. Alright, so I've got Ice Beam to make this easy.
You have ice plasma to make this trivial. Up, I say that, and then you immediately fall in a hole. That's life, baby!
Zoop.
It's simple, it's not fail-proof.
Yeah.
Okay.
Waiting for a
Nothing.
missile. Well, now we have as many missiles as we have supers, at least. Nice.
Not gonna grapple your way out.
I definitely could. Alright, so let's head back down again to underwater room. And then honestly, it looks like Meridia is the actual.
Yeah, because we don't
We
have
can't
hot
know
room
fair.
protection. We could go through fair amounts of. Oh, I think we still take damage from hot rooms.
Oh, you're right. We
Yeah.
have Speed Booster. That actually does change that. So we can get to Bubble.
We could go fight
Crockmire. That whole area down by
Crocomire.
That whole area down by Crockmire isn't
You want to
hot.
fight Crocomire on the clock? No, you have charged plasma. Never mind.
Yeah, on the clock,
Like,
Still tactically yes on.
I'm always on the clock. I always work
I
around the
haven't
clock.
logged off in years. All of these tweets are true.
I know your bomb's ate your charge beam. How useful has charge bomb ever been? The answer is never any.
Okay, I have used it in ROM hacks to test the
Floor.
presence or limits of the floors for like fake floors.
I think that's the only
It's a
use.
decent use case. I don't mind it.
You have to go through hot rooms to get through Crocomire. Crocomire's whole zone is not hot.
Except for the burger room.
Except for the burger
up in
room.
the top left, because I've definitely walked in there and died.
Hey, we can just do this the normal way. We don't even have to do this stupid way.
Yeah, first I
I
have
feel
to
like that happens to me every time I go to a burger place.
walk in the burger place.
Walk in and die. Hey!
All right.
Okay.
I think we're
Now
finally
we
at
had a-
like.
We need 1.5 more items because we need Varia and we could use a screw.
Fancy. Look at you.
Look, speedrun, gotta go fast.
Yeah.
I guess while we're here, we could do the. We already did the wave room.
We didn't do the one on the left though.
Yeah, we didn't do Mad Hoppers.
Oh my god, I didn't.
Oh,
Even, oh my god, I didn't even check the missile pack up there. All right, time to.
It's just a missile pack.
It's probably just a missile pack, but I didn't check it even. This thing.
What does Varia do that gravity doesn't give us? In the normal game, nothing. However, in ROM hacks and randomizers like this one, the barrier suit, or Varia, does reduce damage, and gravity does not.
And it also prevents you from taking damage in rooms that are hot.
Which gravity does not in the ROM hack. So yeah. They changed it.
Yeah, they changed it because Nintendo never imagined someone would get the gravity suit without ever getting the Varia suit.
Yeah, within it's even in the base game, it's not an overwrite. In the actual Super Metroid base, there is one thing that having the Varia suit does that will, like, having the gravity suit doesn't do alone, and that's Mother Brain.
Yeah, Mother Brain's special cream cannon will do more damage if you don't have the Varia suit.
Yeah, it'll hit you for 6 tanks instead of 3.
This is the kind of thing that leads me to believe that that fight was planned, like, early on or before other stuff.
Yeah,
you know?
It's like Pinwheel.
Ha.
See, Pinwheel, I don't think was planned at all. Sort of left behind.
Yeah, left
Poor
behind.
guy.
Well, no, he got moved later in the game, but not adjusted to being later.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and that Varia suit thing is like it's the reason that, like, in the speed run of the actual game, they get Varia, because if they don't get Varia, they would have to get 3 additional health E-tanks to survive. So it's one item.
Since Kraid is a mandatory boss,
yeah,
usually,
you have to go past the room.
That big a stretch.
Yeah. I could see you fighting Mom, like, somewhere around the Mother Brain room up in Zeebs, but...
Alright, so I'm gonna use Speed Booster to just get me to the Bubble Norfair, because Bubble Norfair has a lot of items we can grab.
Oh yeah, you can take the lower path.
Yep. You can also do ice now.
Oh, that's true.
There's a lot of items in Norfair.
Alright,
in general.
Let's go grab them then.
Save your game.
Save. Alright, I think ice first then, because it's right here.
It's bound to be good, right? We have to go through so much effort to get this thing.
Right, that should be, like, major, as far as, like, the flags are concerned.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't gotten X-ray yet, so I'm open for that.
Looking forward to some X-ray hikes later.
Absolutely.
So yeah, you can see I'm taking... So in Super Metroid base, I would not be taking this damage. Excuse me.
Quick, your spring ball.
Yes,
it was all for this.
Deploy the spring. Hey!
Wow.
Oh my god!
Who's a genius, baby?
The required
Mandatory hot run. Whoa!
All right, and the game demonstrates the effect. You came through, you were taking damage.
Like, every bad ROM hack learned from this seed.
One of the things I love about the randomizer in Super Metroid is that every item placement basically works. It's like, oh yeah, this is teaching you, like, oh yeah, Variosuit here, it's teaching you this.
Yeah, or like the one time that I found the gravity suit, right before Dragon, I got to learn what not having it was like, and then I got it, so I didn't have to worry about that anymore.
Alright, so this room...
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yep.
So, you don't even really need to look for anything anymore. We could look for Screw, because it makes lower Norfair fairly easier, but you can get away without it.
I think we're on the hunt at this point. What's left for go mode? Nothing. I think we have everything that we need. We just need to
3
kill
corpses.
Bosses.
Yeah, we need some corpses.
Variosuit was the last item we needed for anything, really. I'm gonna save and just go do... Do I want to do Meridia first, or do I want to do Ridley
I
first?
think since we're here, let's go after Ridley.
Sure.
Yes.
I mean, well, oh, I don't even need to go to Bubble Norfair then, because I'll come out in Bubble Norfair, right?
Ah.
Oh, our HP is fine.
Wait, can we,
No, so in the randomizer, the nothing randomizer, your max health is 7 E-tanks, max. So I'm used to playing this game with half of, like, you know, the E-tanks available.
before we do anything, we'll have Tubeman. Like, it's fine.
Also, we have Varia, and Gravity, so we are taking, like, full reduced damage.
Like, there's Tubeman right here if we really wanted to. But I don't think we need to, unless you...
No, is that a 5-tube?
It's a 5-tube.
Okay.
It's the good stuff.
If it's the good stuff, I'll do it. If it ain't the good stuff, I'm out.
There's 200 health.
Yeah,
Blammo.
Behold.
Kind of reminds me of Metroid 2. There are like specific enemies who drop like this one health pickup that's 100, but there's only like 2 of them in the whole game. So most of the time, you spend a lot of time like farming that specific enemy to get your health back up.
I really like freezing the Magmors. What can you tell me about Magmors?
Oh, let's tell you about them.
Any intel?
They're called Magdolites. Magdolites have the power to turn into magma and change shape at will. They attack by tossing lava.
Okay, they can change into magma, but they attack with lava.
Yes.
Well, right, that's the difference.
That's the difference. The difference between magma and lava is what Magdalites attack you with.
Magdolites.
Or whatever they're called.
Magnemites.
Yeah, Magdolites. That's...
Oh, I said it right.
You did. No,
I said it
I was affirming you, not correcting.
right.
Alright, let's
Yeah, magma. And what are the same guys in Super Mario World called? The old lava dinosaurs.
Blargs.
Blargs.
Yeah.
Yeah, Blarg.
Alright, I'm gonna...
That game has an in-game bestiary.
Yeah, the credits.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Imagine Super Metroid with that, like, credits.
I mean, making Super Metroid better is not easy, but that's certainly a way to do it.
I feel like it would be thematically inappropriate, but...
Too many words.
Sure.
Well, I mean... Metroid Prime did this well, you know? It has the data log, essentially. Like, you scan the thing and it goes into, like, a
I don't think
log.
I don't think this works.
No, it
works.
It does with... because you're thinking, like, we need Space Jump for it or whatever.
Ah, right. I've come here with screw without space, and if you do that, it doesn't work. But for some reason, just having space drains the lava.
Well, yeah, because they expect you to have that.
That's the base. Because screw attack's below here in normal.
Yeah.
Heck, it might still be here.
Yeah.
Oh, those guys are actually dangerous.
Yeah.
They're unlisted.
Ridley...
Too dangerous to be listed.
Not Ridley.
There's Sinestar.
No. Meta Knight. Thank you,
No,
Super
the Meta
Pop.
Knights.
Yeah, the Meta Knights. I was trying to think, I'm like, what the hell is this thing's called?
They click that missile.
Okay, I want vanilla screw attack.
That'd be good.
Want it.
I kind of feel like a reserve would be fitting.
X-ray.
Alright, we've got the weaponry for this, though, so this is going to be a normal fight, in that I just sit here and do this.
Yeah, there's a spot, like, in its legs where you can actually just squat and shoot straight up.
We have enough health that even this
Here
should
it
be
is.
alright.
Because now we're immune to the...
There we go.
He is dead.
In case you were ever having trouble with this fight,
That's
if you were at home,
Yep.
that's
Thank
what
you.
we got for you.
Thank you for the intel.
Is it this guy or the churro that you can blow his head off? Or is it both?
It's the silver one, yeah.
This is the one that has ghosts inside it.
Burgers. Well, I guess we'll need them.
We do need them here because we don't have screw yet.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to blast through some.
Well, now we do.
You can also shine sparks.
Bada bing! Oh, damn it! I would have looked so good.
We. All right.
The cold shots are the ones you remember.
Yeah.
All right.
So you gotta call every shot you can.
It's true.
Maybe we'll just leave them equipped. Frankly, like we're gonna be spending a lot.
Yeah, the next like 4 rooms, I think we're gonna be. So this room is the demonstration, because like we got a bunch of the hot potatoes.
Yeah, the red hots.
I believe those are zoomers. It's not in the manual, but they're rippers that have jets. So pretty sure those are zoomers.
Yeah, so you might want to get a shine spark going for the next room.
Would you like to know about space pirates?
Yes.
Space pirates. Zabesians. These feared aliens are known as the scourge of the galaxy. They are known for stealing galactic trading ships and leaving the crews stranded in space.
That's what they do.
Hence the space part of the piracy.
Yeah, that's... You're not a space pirate unless you fucking space people, I guess.
Okay, here we are. I think I just need a power bomb bunch.
That's the Zabesians ones. Key hunters are also space pirates.
Yep.
And it's KEY hunters. These creatures are pirates from another galactic system who helps rebuild Zebes. When they lose their wings, they spit powerful acid. Which is a mood.
Yeah. It's like when the Red Bull wears off.
Screw attack is fully optional in the main game. Yes, there.
Yep.
Like you could just go right, and like.
So it's like plasma. Plasma, you actually have to like go out of your way to get.
Okay, and this is the tall.
This is the room that punishes you for not picking up space jump.
I did not realize how stone fucking cold the space pirates were, man.
Space them.
Like, they steal your ship and then just leave you in, like, whatever you're wearing.
High and dry.
In the middle of nowhere.
Well, I guess not having hands will make you cruel. Why did I agree to the surgery? To take my hands off and replace them with crab claws.
Is that a thing? Also, why isn't this room blinking?
Did I use my ROM hack for this?
You
Oh my
might have
God.
used your ROM hack for the base ROM.
I might have used my ROM hack for this. I didn't know I.
Wow, good job keeping the header intact, I guess.
Yeah, I guess I used my ROM hack for this.
Well, Ridley's like a space pirate, right?
So the change on the ROM hack. Let me go up and see.
Learn about Ridley, the boss of Norfair. Ridley headed the mission to the space colony and stole the Metroid hatchling. It whips out at enemies with its long tail and spits fire while flying through the air. I should mention that none of the bosses are gendered.
Yeah, they're called
in
it.
this book.
The Dragon.
It or the Dragon.
It's like the Dragon or Ridley it.
Yeah. Or this creature.
So Ridley, I think, is the leader of the space pirates. At least it is called that in the other games. And if that were the case,
So
Ridley has hands, is what I'm getting at here. So does the Key Hunter. He got hands.
Yes. Well, little small hook. A
Whereas,
sufficiently small hook can be a hand.
yeah, or an axe. But the other space pirates just have crab claws.
God, I need X-ray to be behind Ridley.
I mean, I don't think.
Why on earth would you need that?
So I can show off the change.
The change that he did to the glow bug room.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, this is the ROM hack I made, and I made one change, and it was to the glow bug room we were just in, and I made it work. That's it.
One game did have Ridley kill Samus's parents. Was that one of the Prime games, or was that just other?
That was a comic book.
Yeah, like a Nintendo Power.
Oh, then.
The Nintendo Power one is significantly different. It's essentially just a retelling of Super Metroid with the addition of this guy in a blue suit who talks to a bird about Samus.
Well, I mean, if you had a blue suit on and could talk to a bird, what else would you talk about?
I don't know. I mean, yeah, she's on a mission, and they were like, I don't know, somewhere else and talking about her. It was weird. But no, the comic book was this. I think it was a Japanese-only thing. I don't know if it appeared in the Nintendo Power. I got my grubby mitts on it at some point. It's probably in my files somewhere, you know, as individual PNGs.
Right.
The pingies.
Okay, so I talked about like the nothing randomizer and how that one, this is max health.
Yes.
So, and we're walking in with 50 more supers.
Yeah.
I may as well spend one on the door here. No big deal.
Yeah, because you have 30 supers max in that one.
Not gonna start off with a power bomb.
The backstory of the corpse that's in front of Kraid. That was one of Kraid's pro bono clients who, Kraid lost that case, I'm afraid. And they were executed.
By Kraid.
But hey, that's how space law works.
It's like
You lost the
Hello?
case.
Hello, I'm Judge Kraid. I've been assigned to be your public defender. I don't think I can provide adequate defense, but we don't do that because we're nasty. Now step up here so I can crush you with my meaty claws.
It's not lethal? Oh my god. Buddy, you dead yet?
It's lethal now, like.
Yeah, he's probably at like the half health.
There we
There
go.
we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Alright, come on.
We're all cheering for X-Ray.
I am not cheering for X-Ray. Okay.
Something entirely too practical.
I thought it was 35.
30 because they do double damage to a foe with, yeah, it's,
Yeah.
yeah, it's...
Okay, no. I know what it is. It's, like several of those supers toward the end were, like, post-death.
Yeah.
Yes, it's 30 supers. He dies at half health if you let him grab you.
Well, no, he doesn't, like, it's just, like, 30 supers is, Ridley has the same health as Mother Brain, but takes double damage from supers.
Yeah.
And that one's 60, so...
It's like Soul Cannon.
I don't need more than, like, a dozen supers, it's fine. Okay, so Meridia.
It's time to kill the Dragon.
You could have grapple if you want that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can just get the grapple. What? The
Unbelievable.
grapple wapple.
All right, I'm gonna duck away.
All right.
I'll be back.
Sounds good. Yeah, I like that Ridley takes extra damage from supers. I like that. Like,
Yeah, it gives you a secret weapon against him.
right. Because at the point you're fighting Ridley too, like, you have this combination of weaponry, And that's also very powerful. So it's a way of making Ridley stronger against that combo, but like weaker in a different way. There's no, to my knowledge, no other enemy has a weakness like that.
There are enemies that aren't meant to be hit by charge plasma and will be completely ruined by it. We've seen that before. But that's just because enemies that they planned for to be like tough after they only take the one hit from it.
Or after.
Whereas, whereas the ones that before it, like we saw Spore Spawn,
just
take damage every frame and thus die.
Yeah. Thanks for hanging out, asses off.
Do you remember anything about Rachel from Friends, Jens?
Not really. Friends was not a show I watched. I can tell you, like... No, not really. Like...
See, I actually remember quite a bit of it. And I'm trying to remember what her character was.
Friends just wasn't a show I watched. It was like a competing show with Seinfeld, and that was the one I watched instead of Friends.
Seinfeld ended a little earlier.
Yeah.
It's like towards the... I mostly watched it towards the end, like that latter half of its run, because it was what was on network TV when I came home from school at my grandma's.
Well, see, when I came home and watched TV, that's when the Dragon Ball Z is on. That's what you gotta watch then. Oh.
I remember Rachel was like rich, from a rich family, but didn't want to rely on her parents, but was mostly worthless. Like she had no skills. That's why she worked at the diner.
Because there's like Rachel, Ross, Chandler. God, there's more characters I know.
Yes. Oh, I know them not from the actual show, but because of the Chalk Future alphabetical listing of black actors featured on Friends. Everybody want to talk about Friends. Rachel, Monica, Joey, Rachel, Chandler, Rachel, Chongler. That's from Chongler's from Monster Factory. Monica, Rachel, Joey, Ross, and them. That's right. Everybody want to talk about Friends. Chongler from France. So Rachel was like rich and prissy, but practically worthless. And that's what my tabletop character is going to be, only a blue mage rat that eats raw uncooked meat.
Oh!
Hey, screw you!
Hell yeah. We don't need items, but I'm still grabbing the ones up here because there's like 5 of them, and come on. Like, I'm passing by here anyway, so...
Yeah, Ross was a wiener. He was a tall, geeky wiener who didn't react to anything very well.
Okay, I actually think the show that I watched after, like, that time period was that 70s show.
Oh my god, I've been muted.
Oh no.
I was about to say, why aren't you guys reacting to all of the funny things that I was saying? But you almost were, so I wasn't...
I've been there before.
The curse of mute buttons.
Okay, I'm really bad with the mute button.
So, what's your friend's lore, Kaz?
Well, I had talked about Chongler and...
Yeah, Chongler.
I
love that gamer in particular. The one that falls when you walk in these ones. They all fall when you walk in the room, and it's great.
That's vanilla.
Yep.
Nice.
Alright, well...
What's the orb?
Hold on.
Oh, I had also asked if Ross was a soft boy. I'm basically of the opinion that he is, but I don't know anything about Friends. So.
I'm not... He kind of is, but he's more of just annoyed.
Yeah.
He works at a natural history museum and writes stuff about cavemen.
Yes!
Yeah, we got more supers than we can actually get.
Oh, so, Lord.
We have Bars 10.
Perfect.
Okay, can someone other than Squirrel Token say who Ross is? Because I'm pretty confident that I need another opinion.
Ross is he's the tall one. He's from the joke tweet. Ross was the most powerful friend. Why didn't he just eat the other ones to gain their power? David Schwimmer, who you will know from nothing else.
What am I doing?
Whereas-
Okay.
Why was I going down to Crockmeyer?
You were going after Kraid, not Kraid.
Crockmeyer.
You were going after Ridley again. Felt like killing Ridley.
Morbo might have said that, but that sounded. I thought it was a tweet. There was Chandler Bing and Joey Tribbiani.
Well, I was good. Since we're leaving them forever, let me tell you about the ducks.
Yes.
The Norfair enemy is called dragons. These enemies, dragons, straight dragons. These enemies lives in lava and spit out fireball. It's literally what it says. These enemies lives in lava.
Fireball.
He lives in lava.
These guys, these hot boys, Days lives in
It
lava.
lives in the lava.
In the lava. Which is off the Jersey Turnpike.
Oh, Lur said it. This is Ancient Earth's most foolish program. Why does Ross, the largest friend, not simply eat the other 5? Indeed. Until you move, nothing will come of your actions.
Yep. This tube is completely safe until I do anything.
It's kind of like Crockmeyer.
Eh.
We know that Crockmeyer is innocent because we bust into their house and they will not attack you until you attack them first.
Or it's like Chrono Trigger, when you can try your actual best to avoid Merly, or whatever her name is, I forget her name. But she will go out of her way to slam into you and fling her pendant away from you.
Marl.
Marl. But
Yes.
it's spelt weird. It's like M-A-R-L-E.
RLE.
Is it Marl or Marley? Doesn't matter. You
not
can name her
confident
whatever
it's
you
important.
want.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just name her.
I would go with the Titus Titus situation and just change it every time.
Yeah.
Oh, ha. I usually named her Nadia to be a nerd.
Yeah, it's
Same.
like in
Frog's
Final
Glen.
Fantasy.
Like
You could,
that's
you could do that in Final Fantasy IX too, where Garnet is like looking at a knife and contemplating what her pseudonym can be, and that's when you get the naming prompt.
Okay, now, 2 quick questions.
Yes.
One, I don't remember the scene where anyone contemplates a knife in Final Fantasy IX 2. That sounds awesome.
9-2.
Follow-up question,
Yes.
where can I get my hands on Final Fantasy IX 2? Because that sounds like the dopest shit.
It's probably called Record Keeper. Is what Final Fantasy IX 2 is probably called. And yeah, after Zidane and Garnet like escape the forest and they're about to return to civilization, Zidane is telling her that if she just goes by Garnet, they're going to realize she's the missing princess, so she should do something else. And she's holding a dagger, and if you just go with the default name, she just names herself after the first object she sees. It's like, oh, what will my name be? How about Dagger?
Well, she specifically asks Zidane, what is the name of this thing?
Yeah, what's the name of this? What's this thing that I'm holding? I don't know what this is. And it's like, Dagger. I'm like, okay. But you can just be an asshole and say, my pseudonym will be Garnet.
Or, I mean, it's like Final Fantasy VII with Red 13.
Yeah.
I love that you guys are like, you could be lying to me for all I know. I don't remember these games very well.
But what I'll tell you is that when Cheryl streamed Final Fantasy IX, she tried to name Garnet Pickle because pickles are an important part of the plot. But she accidentally named her Picklip.
Pickle Pea!
Yeah, that's what we were thinking of. We were talking about, Pumperum, Pickle Pea.
Yeah.
It became Picklip.
Piglet.
Picklip. Also, she named Amy Spaghetti. So when he introduces himself, he says, "They call me the Flamin' Spaghetti."
Oh no. Okay, so when Amaranth pops up, Amaranth forever is going to be in my mind the flaming dude man. Because
Yep.
But there's that and spaghetti both really stick out to me.
oh no, another monster murdered by plasma.
Can you tell me anything about this monster?
I'll look him up. Nope.
Actually, spaghetti was spelled this way.
There it is.
I cannot tell you anything about Botwoon. I'm sorry.
Botwoon is a mystery.
I think she also named Steiner husband, which is true. Anyone would marry Steiner if given the opportunity.
Take it.
I don't know, man. I think he's a little moralizing. Like he talks, he griefs too much, you know? He does all the right things, he does all the chores, he takes good care of the kids.
And he's beautiful.
He does have some hella on-point eyeliner, I gotta give him that.
And metallic shorts. He has metal pants.
Now you lost me.
He has metal boy shorts.
No, you're not going to, like, reverse engineer the jorts from, like, some kind of high fantasy metal thing. I don't allow it.
Metal shorts.
I'm pretty sure
They're not metal jorts.
My name is Bato. I have metal shorts.
Oh, fuck.
Beat me up and earn 15 silver ports?
Yes,
What?
Yeah, I found Gravity Suit here once.
Please, no one Google metal jorts. If you have to, Bing it. I pray, like, please.
Chandler Bing it.
I keep telling that joke and it keeps being good, man.
What, to Bing it?
Yeah. Like, please don't Google that. Bing it. You know, that's just... And it requires a bit of a cadence, too. You can't, like, overuse it. You have to switch up your audiences and all that. It's good. It's good.
Alright. So I could do this. Or I could just... like...
Blast
Oh. Right, another monster murdered by plasma.
Right.
I already told you guys about the Dragon.
Yeah,
So
the
you don't need
Dragon.
another lesson.
Can you tell me about the roly enemies in the...
Yeah,
No, I
the
cannot.
crabs. No, they're not crabs, they're shellfish. I think we've called them crabs before, even though they're really clams, right?
You've called everything a crab.
It's true.
Well, all life does try to become more crab-like.
Ah, stupid carcinogenesis. I hate that you're correct.
Hey, blasted.
Yeah, it gets a hole.
Yep.
End up blasting a hole. In
So now all these small ones have to go into the committee, and then when white smoke comes out of Meridia, that's when we know.
The new Dragon.
They have elected anew the Dragon.
Who cares?
Oh no!
That's not even.
Well, does that mean that there could be an anti-Drake, the anti-Dragon? The Dragon, which is a competing Dragon, which does not live in Rome?
I feel like that would have to be on another planet, right?
Yeah. Not on Zebes.
Yeah.
The competing Pope.
That's when what, Ridley the Sixth has some problems, and
Yeah, Ridley the Sixth wants to divorce his wife. Actually, I think the anti-pope usually lived in the south of France. I don't know if any of them ever lived in Byzantine. Although for a long time, the pope just lived in the south of France. Yeah.
Sorry, I binged metal jorts, and now I'm darn.
The forbidden Bing.
One of the top entries is just the Wikipedia page for lawn darts.
what? Is that the
Well,
handicap? Is like
You need to be wearing metal jorts to play lawn darts safely.
Right. That's the proper protection.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Lawn darts, also known as javelin darts, jarts, lawn darts. No, Wikipedia, you're wrong. They are not known as this.
They have never been known as that.
No one has ever known them as this.
Lawn jarts.
You have been lying. We have to correct Wikipedia. Some
Hooligans.
some plucky redditor is needed.
Jarts.
Charts.
Citation needed.
Just like calling cornhole bags. No one calls it that. Stupid. What do you
Yes,
call
we-
regular bags? Like, my god. Hand me some of them bags, would you? What, you want to play cornhole? Why would you do... No, I want to go shopping, you ninget.
Full reserve.
Bago. Well,
I
you
would
lived in
accept bago,
What is
but not
bagos?
bag.
That's its own word.
It's just like a plain English word, man. That's something the British would do. They call like plain things like fanciness all the time.
And they also spell words very wrong.
Like the lift.
Or plough. I'm gonna go plough my field with my plough. P-L-O-U-G-H. Plow.
Well, okay. Yeah, I mean,
The plough.
the bow slow through plow is... I'm sorry, bow slew through... No, bow slough through... Yes.
Poof.
Yes. Anyway. Shack Tool!
It's Shack Tool.
Speaking of Shack Tool.
Well, I know that, but my cat just... he
Yeah,
just
that's why-
butted his head up against me in celebration of his namesake.
Mhm. We have a lot of super missiles. That's how many we have. That's the number.
Some.
I feel like this is perhaps a bit of a distraction, but a fun one, so I like it. Oh, also, in case you're curious about how space jump works, in air, you have to time your jump carefully to make sure that Samus's feet are down, and this happens frequently, so it's like got a kind of rhythm to it. In the water, you don't. You just slam that motherfucker, and it
Shack
works.
Tool. The crushing robot. Not an organic creature. This is a robot someone designed to crush.
Completely safe.
Arrgh. Arrgh.
I need the Shack Tool mod of City Skylines. I feel like some kind of boring monster, a drilling machine is necessary.
Yes.
Shack,
This looks like a.
Shack
Heck,
Tool's-
maybe this is how Elon Musk's boring company works. They've created Shack Tool.
No, that's why it doesn't work.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
why they
because
tried to
haven't
create.
created
They
Shack
haven't.
No,
Tool.
They
Yeah.
instead of just making a big drill, they tried to make Shack Tool.
I feel any explanation for why something Elon Musk does work is also the explanation for why it doesn't.
Mm. Oh, that's why we called them crabs. They have. It looks like they have claws. Do they have one
Yeah,
beak
they're
or
little-
like little?
Okay, so they're
pinchers?
like horseshoe crabs.
Well, horseshoe
Yeah.
crabs don't have claws at all.
Do they not?
Yeah, they don't have Pete's ears. They have lots of little legs. They're very weird looking.
Oh, I thought they had little like hook legs on the front that are like pseudo claws.
Well, ancient ones might have.
Well, okay, I didn't ask the age of the last one I met because I figured it wasn't polite.
No, I meant ancient ones as in extinct ones. From many. Yeah, I don't. Okay, they do have little pinchers on the end of their legs, but I think they're toes rather than like.
So, whenever I run into Shacktool here, I always think that Shacktool is a very, like, Symphony of the Night inclusion.
Totally is.
It's got the spike breaker armor on it. So.
Well,
Yeah.
like it's got like this like mechanic that's only seen in this one room, completely like, you know, unprompted. Like, yep, Shacktool's just here in the corner.
The alternative is a ROM hack of Symphony of the Night where 50% is in the dark and you have to use the Echo of Bat to traverse most of the game.
Oh my god.
Nah,
Can you imagine?
Yeah, horseshoe crabs aren't arachnids. They predate arachnids from several millennia. They are some of the most ancient, unchanged animals on the planet. They're so old they don't work the same way all other animals do.
That's some pretty great stuff. I work in the district, and there's a natural history museum that's really, really good, and it has an ancient life exhibit, and has this whole like area and diagram, and they have replicas of like ancient fossils. There's that, I forget what it's called, but it's like essentially a giant suit of armor that's also a shark. It just had these huge bony plates all over it.
Lots of ancient animals have those, and like not many modern ones do. It's strange. It's like life went through a period
life
of
figured
time.
out how to dex tank instead of armor tanking.
It's like, okay, what if we didn't waste all this energy producing and maintaining giant bone spurs all over our bodies? Yeah. Also,
I mean, really,
crabs,
that is a life lesson right there.
literally.
No. I mean, yes, it is literally a life lesson, but one that we can take unto ourselves in an emotional direction, right? If you were in a situation where you need to create emotional armor, the cost of maintenance is ultimately not worth the outcome, the like better outcome that you're getting. You need to put yourself in a position where you don't have to be an ancient armored creature, but instead can be a soft-bodied, nimble, modern creature.
Also, horseshoe crabs swim upside down, and it's the weirdest shit.
They swim?
Yeah, they can. They're ocean creatures. They can swim.
Well, I know they're ocean creatures. Not all ocean creatures swim. Some of them just fucking sit there.
That's true. But
Don't
they
tell
swim.
me that, like, polyps swim. Well, actually, no, they kind of do when they're little.
But but horseshoe crabs swim upside down with their legs facing God, and their shells facing the ground. It is uncanny.
They swim straight to hell.
Yeah. And
I like how mussels swim, actually. They like pump. Like
they
jets.
they like
sort of like
contract. Yeah.
Really cute.
Yeah, so horseshoe crabs kind of do that too. They kind of flex their body. Plus, their blood doesn't work the same way as ours does.
What?
Yeah, they don't use hemoglobin. They use cyanoglobulin. Like Vulcans.
Huh.
Good gravy.
Yep, copper based.
That's life's kind of incredible.
Yeah. Although there's more, like a lot of insects and other invertebrate don't even use blood at all. They use different kind of I forget what it's called.
Goodbye.
Speedrun mode.
Yep. Welcome to speedrun mode, I guess.
Yeah, hold on, I gotta.
That's sad. I always liked the sequence. It was a good bumper point.
Yeah.
You can still watch it. Yeah, horseshoe crab blood is used in medical research. They try to harvest as much blood as they can take from the animal without killing it because they're threatened by overfishing and also habitat damage. And yes, their blood is blue.
That makes me feel bad for the area of my my hometown's science museum. It had a horseshoe crab petting zoo.
You
You could just do that.
They're pretty docile, so they're not dangerous at all. So that makes sense.
Well, yeah, but it feels bad that I've touched an endangered creature. That seems like
I don't know if all of
Like
them are
heavier.
endangered.
well,
I know
like you can't be endangered on an individual basis.
I mean, like, you can be like you can have like you can be technically threatened but not endangered, which just means like a creature's existence is threatened but not in any immediate danger. Like technically, like very common animals can be.
That sounds more like chess than it does like life.
That's basically
My
it.
horseshoe crab is threatened.
Yes.
If you move your queen crab, they will reveal check on my horseshoe crab.
Yep.
People also do eat horseshoe crabs. They mostly eat their eggs because
I
they
know
have.
king crab is a thing. Hold on. Is queen crab a thing?
Yeah. Also king crabs, not crabs.
2015, IMDb. A meteor crashes into a quiet lake in the remote countryside and awakens a centuries-old beast who tears through a nearby town and its inhabitants, who must fight for their lives and stop this queen crab.
King crabs are a taxon of crab-like decapod crustaceans. Indeed, many of them crab-like.
Oh my god, is that stupid Persona 5 thing where they have false information? God, I hated that.
No, I'm pretty sure they look like crabs, so people looked at them and reasonably concluded they were crabs, but because nature's fucked up, they're not crabs.
Ah.
Understood. But there were a lot of like school quiz things in Persona 5 that were literally false, but you had to like answer them the way the game expected.
Oh man.
One of the many things about that game that I actually
Oh,
you
God,
had a good setup.
I actually had that for the first time, like, starting.
Yeah, good job.
Yeah. Are you gonna do stand-up glitch now? Like, everything's on the table.
And not the only aquatic animal you can pet zoo. I know lots of.
They had sea urchins there too. You could just pick up a sea urchin.
Did they have stingrays or skates?
No, we weren't fancy enough for that. I went to a different zoo in Hampton Hill, Virginia. I think that was what it was called. Yeah, it was outside of Norfolk, like near the naval base. And they had a petting zoo that had sand sharks and skates and rays.
A lot of those.
They felt so weird. They had this rough texture to them.
Yep, a lot of them are very gregarious too. So once they realize you're chumming the water, they'll come up and then be like, "Hey, what's up? We have non-sharp, crushing teeth that can't really. If we bit you, it would hurt a lot, but it probably wouldn't harm you that much."
Oh no, down to a mortal amount of super missiles. What are you to do? What on earth is this randomizer?
Yeah, again, our weaponry
I mean, you did tell me. You told me.
Our weaponry is just...
Yeah. The killing power. Yeah, hermit crabs also not crabs.
Your super missiles are literally off the scale.
My favorite thing about hermit crabs is how their butts are weird and soft and curly. Also, a lot of hermit crabs use just human waste, like plastic waste, not shit and piss, as their homes, just because it's no different to them.
I do have 105 max supers. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 7, 8, 9, 30. No! Okay, fine, I whiffed him. So there's 30. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. And 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50, and it should be 10 more from there.
The Crocodile. Up, here she comes. Nope. Oh, here she comes.
And that should be 60?
She's a man-eater. Did I ever fight Maneater when I was streaming Demon Souls? No, Tower Electric was my last zone. I need to...
I know for a fact you fought Maneater.
Oh, I did?
Yeah.
How'd it go? I don't remember.
Well, I remember you face planting on it after calling it an easy boss, which is
yeah.
an absolutely fair thing to have happen.
I said Maneater's not that hard.
It's just, it can prank apple you in a couple ways.
Alright.
So much health he has to keep attacking you.
Yeah. So you just have to be able to survive that first one. That's it.
Gets you
Powerful
down
enough to
low.
survive 2 because we're cheers.
Yeah.
Man, we were in go mode like 6 E-tanks ago.
I know. We got all these E-tanks on the back end. But yeah, so like I was saying, Mother Brain has the same health as Ridley, but takes Ridley takes double damage to supers. That was why I counted out 60. It's exactly 60 to win that. Which is a fact. It's a fact I only remember from that one, randomizer I think you did. Where, we didn't have charge beam.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
I was like, wait, is this technically possible?
Let's see, that would be 300 damage each, 18,000? Yeah, that squares with what I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got locked in. I got locked down here, unable to beat the game because I didn't have enough missiles.
Yeah. I think by the numbers, if you did, Zebetite glitch and then perfected the fight.
Yeah,
But,
so I think I just retired.
yeah. Ridley is harder for being more hectic.
Mother Brain's not that bad.
Ridley is like the only thing in the game that can still kill me.
Fantoon's
Yeah,
has demonstrated
Oh,
can kill
okay,
me.
okay.
I don't know about you. You might have Fantoon on the lock, but I feel like
Kind of
Fantoon's
depends on the setup. But
yeah, I feel like Fantoon's the only other dangerous boss.
I fought Dragon in some very dire situations before, but usually that's like me not wanting to look for shit rather than anything else.
The thing is, Dragon's so deep, you have to have stuff, you know?
Yeah.
And, Dragon doesn't ask for the same amount of stuff that Ridley does.
Like, I've fought the Dragon without very many supers and also no grapple beam before. And that can be sort of tough, but
Yeah.
the pattern is relatively simple.
remember that time that, I mean, this is the same time that we were talking about before, but I fought the Dragon by shooting down and to the left hundreds of times.
Yeah,
Until it worked.
I remember that. Then we made a save state, checked the Dragon's item,
Oh my god.
and then wiggled out of the room.
Oh my god. Do you remember that video that we watched is how you get out? And they were
Crouch
like,
and do
oh
a
yeah, then
normal
you just jump out.
Into a normal jump.
Didn't jump normally. That's what they said to do.
Jump normal. Because, they had pulled a glitch where you store a shine spark, but hadn't mentioned that.
Just jump normally.
Just jump
It's
normally.
pretty easy.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. I'm pretty sure that I couldn't do that also because I was,
You couldn't fall
Yeah.
down. It was,
well, I didn't have the tools to be able to store a shine spark that way.
Yeah, so we had to take the alternate method out, which is to shoot down into the left and then X-ray climb.
Oh, the X-ray hike out of that place.
I've done it. It's,
Oh.
I guess I've been lucky in that the one time I had to do Suitless Meridia, I did get the suit right before Dragon, which was it was interesting. It was if I had not done that, I would not have been able to guide you through Suitless Meridia the way we did.
Well, I appreciate your help in that regard down any road.
I really enjoy it's so many odd tricks.
Yeah, it's you eat every part of the.
Wait, what?
Did you escape with the animals?
What on earth?
What the hell? Huh.
They changed it so that Saving the animals
Kills
also
you.
saves time.
No,
What?
we didn't escape on the ship, Madrug. We are dead. Nope.
Nope.
Oh, okay. No, they didn't. I was hoping that saving the animals was to sacrifice yourself.
I
There's no
did not expect
there's no
to be surprised.
The animals didn't survive.
Yeah, the animals didn't survive. I guess we killed.
They didn't. The little light didn't come out.
Yeah.
What on earth?
That's so stupid.
Nice.
Well.
Anywho,
I'm kind of baffled by
it's
that
place your
particular
bets.
decision.
You've got about a minute. Place your bets. Percentage. How many items?
It's speedrun mode. You don't get to see the animals.
The cutscene wastes time.
Nice, everybody. I'm glad.
Oh, and I should mention that if you get it right, I will buy you a $10 game on GOG of your choosing. So
But you have to be exactly right.
you have to be exactly right.
Yep.
Exactly right.
That's how you get $10 out of me. And if multiple people guess the same thing, everybody who guessed that gets $10.
I hope it's not 69% then, because you'll be out like 60.
You didn't collect
like
69%. They're just
Yeah.
doing the fool internet.
Yeah, but
thing.
if they did that, you're going to be out like $50.
Special thanks to PJ Boy. Whoa.
So here they altered the
Oh.
credits to have all of our helpers who did at MetroidConstruction.com. You
We have
know,
their Discord link in here.
and the link
Oh,
to the
Lord.
randomizer, and then then it also has the link to the past style.
I see.
Yes.
This feels tainted somehow.
I don't believe that's
Zero time spent in
I
Turian.
don't believe that.
I disagree.
Yeah, I also disagree.
Powerbomb
fired.
69.
Nice.
I do like this. Like the
What do we miss?
not much. Where was X-Ray?
Yeah, that's the important thing.
X-ray scope.
Reserve tank and
Meridia
Reserve.
reserve tank. Oh wow. So you would have to take a sand
That's
trip.
the
to get-
sand. Yeah. All right, sub 2.
Yeah, grats on sub 2.
Hooray. Does that mean we get the nude Samus? Or the nuder Samus, rather? There's no nude Samus.
Yeah, there's
unless
no nude Samus in.
Unless you're playing
Dear
base
Force.
Dear Force.
Percentage comes at the end. It's the last thing.
Haha! It's a mugs game. I was never out money because it doesn't report the percentage, so we'll never know.
Alright, here we go. Thank God I
72.
tried so hard, damn it!
Okay, word number looks like the winner.
I tried real hard to actually put that on
Right.
69.
I mean, word number, you just took $10 off me, so.
You
worked.
are owed $10 from My Name is Kaz.
Yep, find a video game that is available on GOG.com.
That's
Let me know what that is, and I will send you a code for
but
it.
yeah, congrats on
That's
the snipe.
$10
You were right on. So, all right, Super Metroid Randomizer. That's what I was up for today. That's
Super Metroid.
so. Thank you all for joining. Thank you, Kaz and
Pretty
Noel for
clean
joining.
run. We
Yeah.
had fun. We talked about crabs.
We talked about Rachel from
Uh,
Friends.
We,
Yeah.
like I said, we talked about crabs.
Well, yeah, we talked about crabs. Rachel was a crab person.
Tish, no one has a drum set. Oh my god.
I mean, I could use my ceremonial head if you really want. Hold on.
No,
Let's come up that-
absolutely not necessary. Oh my god.
How bad did that sound? Because I hit my
That's,
headset and it made a weird sound.
yeah, it sounded like you. God, it sounded like you rang a handbell inside a pillow.
Oh, that was the tines of my headset echoing through my ceremonial head.
Okay.
Chongler.
Yeah,
Good night, everybody.
Chongler.
Good night, everybody.